Hey guys, Kevin here with Let's Talk KJB Radio. I know I haven't done a lot of videos lately. Two issues. One is I'm nearly 100% blind in my left eye, and it is getting worse in my right eye. I'm scheduled to see a surgeon here real shortly, so please cover your prayers. A lot going on in the news. I noticed on Facebook, you probably notice I've been posting a lot as we hear these things about the shooter and all kinds of crazy stuff. So one thing I noticed is even Trump, nobody's mentioning the other two victims that were shot, and I don't know why. They were patriots. So I don't want to take away from the firefighter, and I made some notes, guys. Corey Copper, however you say that, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. But I don't want it because he did lose his life, and I want to read a couple of things that I read that were said about him, mostly by his family. So, of course, we know he's a 50-year-old volunteer fire department chief, and he died while protecting his family, shielding them from the assassin's bullets. Um, so now I don't care about this guy, but Mr. Shapiro, which is the governor of Pennsylvania, said he loved his family, and I appreciate that statement. He said some other things too, but I want to focus more on his family. Um, his daughter, Allison, later wrote on social media about how her father had thrown her and her mother to the ground and shielded my body from the bullet that came at us. That breaks my heart. He truly loved us enough to take a real bullet for us, and I wanted nothing more than to cry on him and tell him thank you. Allison described her father as the best dad a girl could ever ask for, and said he could talk and make friends with anybody. You know, daughters and sons even, I love it when they talk about their dad like that. Dads aren't perfect, but our kids should think of us as the best dad ever, especially if we were. Another thing I wrote or read on social media, this feels like a terrible nightmare, but we know it is our painful reality, wrote Dawn, the sister of Corey. So I don't want to forget him at all. But I also want to bring some recognition to the other two victims that the media and even Trump is not mentioning their names. I know we called their families and them, I understand from what he said, but we don't hear their names, and we should. So the first one was David Dutch. Now, David Dutch is from Pennsylvania City, a New Kensington city of New Kensington, and is a longtime employee of the technology company Siemens, according to his sister. Jennifer Very Grazier told the New York Times that the 57-year-old suffered damage to his liver and broken ribs in the shooting, and has had to have more than one operation. Now, listen, I'm not giving out any secret information. I'm not docking people. This is stuff that I actually pulled from other news sources. Okay. She described him as a longtime Trump supporter. He was exercising his rights and went to the rally, and he didn't deserve any of this, Jennifer said, his sister. The Pennsylvania branch of the Marine Corps League, a veteran association, has identified Mr. Dutch as one of its members on social media. That's about all I got on him. There's not a lot, and I don't know why. And you guys should look them up. See if you can see their face, see who they were. They're American patriots. They went there to support their favorite presidential candidate. Now, listen, I'd feel the same way if it were a Biden supporter. Not sure about Kamala. No, I'm just kidding. But I would feel the same way. I would feel the same anguish and pain that many of you feel. Like, how did this even happen? You know, and I went to social media immediately, and I said 152 yards is a pop shot. It's about the length of a football field. And listen, when I was in the Army, 2, 3, 4 weeks in, I was able to make that shot with open iron sights. Open sights. And it was an easy shot. There was another building about 300 yards away. I made that shot too. I knocked down targets all day long at 300 yards. These buildings should have been secured at the very least, but we're learning more and more, and this could have been, I don't know. I don't know. Listen to me. I don't know. It could have been an inside job. We don't know. It looks like it very much could have been, okay? There are too many questions that we will never get answers to. James Copenhagen. Now, Mr. Copenhagen, he was 74 years old. He's from Moon Township, Pennsylvania, and was a registered Democrat. What? At a Trump rally? A Democrat? You betcha. Of the New York Times reports, Albert Quay, a supervisor in Moon Township, told the newspaper that Copenhagen was retired and become very interested in local politics. Mr. Copenhagen is listed as a member of Moon Township's Military Banner Committee, which organizes tributes for the area's veterans. That's all I was able to find out about these two men, David Dutch and James Copenhagen. Look them up. Look them up. They deserve to be remembered as patriots, as heroes. They were shot, and they were in the line of fire. You know, that sniper shouldn't have got off a single shot. You guys know that, right? A single shot. And the stuff we're finding out is bone-chilling. Why was there not a counter sniper team up on the water tower? Why not? Why? There was a guardrail all the way around. It was safe. And from what I understand, in Butler County, that is the highest point. I don't know if you've ever been out there. I lived out in Ohio. It's flat out there, okay? Flat. This water tower, they would have had a bird's eye view of 360 degrees of the entire area. The shooter would have never got a shot off. He shouldn't have. And what took so long? 8 bullets? You know what? I was a shot expert 40 out of 40 every time, from targets 50 yards to 300 is what we had to qualify. We trained out to 500. And I knocked them targets down every time, too, with open sights, with iron sights. You don't believe me? Darren O'Shields, Timothy Hanna, John Curry. Ask these men. I served with them. Any one of us would have knocked those targets down 152 yards from that rooftop to the Trump stage. And listen, the roof, I know it's been said so many times that the idiot PepsiCo lady from, what's her name? Kimberly Cheatham? The roof had too much of a slope. It posed a danger. Who are these? A bunch of sissy lalas? Yeah, they should be able to get on a roof like that. They're professional snipers, but it was a 1 to 12 roof slant. What does that even mean? So for every 12 inches, you have 1 inch of slope. And when I first saw the rooftop, I said, I could get up there in my wheelchair. I have a power wheelchair, and cruise around on it. That's how flat it is, okay? 1 to 12 is actually what the ADA, American Disability Association, says a slant of a wheelchair ramp needs to be so you can get in and out of your house. There's no slant. None. None. Now, I will give the closest sniper team may have had difficulty seeing him when he was laying down because there is enough of a slant and enough of that ridge. It could have hit him. Maybe. But there's no excuse for the sniper team nest that was behind him in the second-story building. Oh, you didn't hear about that? Yeah. There was a sniper team right behind the building looking out the window. They could see the entire roof where he was at. Why didn't they shoot him? Why didn't they even... Did they see him? Well, there were 3 guys in there. They sent 1 guy home. Why? We don't know. The other guy gets a call from a supervisor that says, hey, we need you to check this out. I can't leave because I'll leave my team broken. There'll be only 1 guy here. We need to check it out right now. So he leaves. He goes to check this out. He comes back, and his key card don't work. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. He gets on the phone. He goes, hey, Larry, whatever his name is, Bob, my key card won't work. Can you come downstairs and unlock the door and let me in? And he leaves his post, and he opens the door for him. In the meantime, this idiot, Thomas, Matthew, I don't even know his last name right now, he gets off 8 shots. At the very least, this was a catastrophic failure by our government. Those 3 bumbling women, wherever they found them at, oh, we know. It was Homeland Security. They were investigations. Desk jobs, weren't trained for this. Listen, this isn't a hit on women. It's not. There are plenty of jobs in the Secret Service that women do, and they do very, very well. One of them should not be guarding a VIP. They shouldn't be on their security detail. Why? Listen, if it were me, I want the toughest UFC. I want Mike Tyson guard me. I want the baddest mothers out there guarding me. The biggest men, I said men, because they're stronger, usually. So many things went wrong that day. Trump almost lost his life. Now, listen, I supported him. 2016, 2020, and I'm voting for him now, but I got a sneaking suspicion Trump may not be who we think he is. That's another video for another day. Don't get mad at me. Don't hate on me. I'm voting for the guy. I love the guy, and I don't want this to be true about him, and I hope it's not, but it could be. All right. I'm going to end this video, again, with these 2 men that never get mentioned in the media, and I want you to tell people about them. David Dutch and James Copenhaver. David Dutch and James Copenhaver. 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 Okay? Look them up. They deserve it. They're patriots. They didn't deserve to get shot. A Democrat at a Trump rally gets shot. Now, if I was a Democrat, I'd say, I'm never going to a Trump rally again. No, I wouldn't. I'd go. But I'm not a Democrat. It's bad. Benny Johnson. Now, listen, I have personal issues with him, but he does some darn good reporting. You need to watch his videos. He went to visit Butler Township, or the Butler County Fairgrounds, this farm, and he had other snipers with him, congressmen. It's bone-chilling, the things he discovered. All right, guys. I love you guys. Take care. And I promise we will be more steady on this channel. I promise. Okay, 2 things I need to get my eyes fixed, and I need a computer. Help me get a computer. Hit the stuff down there and donate so I can get a better computer, because we have a lot of Bible to talk about. A lot. Okay? Okay, I love you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. May God bless you and yours. Take care. Bye-bye.